I'm sorry, but I give up. For the past year, I ventured into the motivational speaking life coach business, and I thought I had it all figured out. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. People like me were basically born to be scammers. We're tricksters. We're deceivers. We're people that look at the vulnerable and say, how do I take what he has and make it mine? So when I started my life coaching business, I said to myself, it'll be just a matter of time before I find a client who makes about $350,000 a year. He has a pretty nice girlfriend, and I'll convince him to let me move in to his master bedroom. I have to take the master bedroom because I am the sensei. I am his life coach, and he's going to have to move into like the smaller guest bedroom. And I'll convince him, hey, listen, let me keep the keys to your car while you're at work. I'll even drop you off at work. If for some reason he has a shitty car because he thinks about his finances, I would then tell him, you won't be able to progress on my program, on my mentorship program, with such a small man's mindset. You have to think bigger. Let's go to the BMW dealership and let's get the brand new BMW. Let's get the M4. I like a 2-door sedan. And let's get the competition package. And while he's at work, me and his girlfriend are out there running errands. We're going to Whole Foods. We're going for long walks at the park, talking about life. And of course, we're having sex. Sometimes we'll go pick him up at work and he'll be in the back seat cramped in because remember, it's a 2-door sedan and he can't sit in the front. It's me and his girl. She's a lady and I'm the driver. He can't drive. He needs to focus on his life goals. He needs to focus on his purpose. He's in monk mode and he's also on semen retention. So that was the illusion that I had when I entered this business. Because all the guys that I see on YouTube, you see Grant Cardone, David Goggins. Every time I hear about somebody on one of these podcasts, given their experience of what it was like to live with David Goggins, these super successful people, they invite this lunatic into their house. And they would always say David Goggins would come into the bedroom 5 a.m. Wake up, buddy. Wake up, buddy. We got to go run 56 miles. While the wife is right next to him. She's in her nightgown, one titty's out. You can see the pussy hairs. Her pussy lips are nice and pretty. Meanwhile, David Goggins has been there for the past 36 minutes. Observing, sniffing, smelling, looking around the room. Taking a panty or two. The guy had absolutely no idea. Nobody knew. I mean, these people were dead asleep. It's like 4:30 in the morning. This guy's been scavenging through the room for 30 minutes. And he wakes him up. Buddy, wake up. Let's go. We got to swim to the Himalayas. And the wife's like, honey, what's going on? She's like rubbing her eyes and like she covers her tits. What's going on, honey? Sorry, honey. I got to change my life around. I got to listen to David Goggins. We got to go run. I'm a loser. And we're talking about a guy here who just sold his company for $450 million. And he was an early adopter into Bitcoin. Accidentally. So he's worth almost $1 billion. This fucking guy. I'm a fucking loser. These are the guys that, you know, they're ultra successful and they go on a podcast and they talk about, I was at the lowest point of my life when I sold that company. You know, a couple times I had a gun straight to my mouth and I was going to end it all. I would always pull the trigger. Just hoping and praying, let this be the next bullet. Let this be the next bullet that ends it all. So I saw these guys get tricked and deceived by guys like me. Scammers who are hyper aware of people's behaviors and their condition. And I said, bro, I can do this shit. What am I doing? But I guess I overestimated myself. And I feel defeated. And I feel like shit. Most of the clients I had were a bunch of guys that had less money than me. Were poor and stupid. I mean, look, you can be an idiot and you can have a pimply face and be a loser. But at least be a software engineer. Or at the bare minimum, have the IQ to be able to become one. Because I can get you there. I can force you to become a software engineer. or to be a medical doctor, something. I can push you towards that. Most of these guys I would speak to, I would ask them questions. Okay, what are your plans? What are your aspirations? I don't know. Okay. What are your interests? I don't know. I just need help. Help with what? There is no help available for you. You're a loser. God damn it. So I had to quit the coaching business. But the thing is, with people like me, we don't just give up in life. We move on to the next scam. So I sat in my room, turned off all the lights, and meditated and thought to myself and had some self-reflection. And I said, okay, this guy, Wes Watson, got out of prison. He became a multi-millionaire, drives nice cars. David Goggins ran 100 miles with a broken foot and broken shin bones. He lost a lot of weight and impressed Joe Rogan on his podcast. Then he sold New York Times best-selling books and became a multi-millionaire. Grant Cardone, allegedly he's a scammer. We don't know, but I've heard he charges up to $100,000 for an hour of his time to have a conversation. So, with these guys, these high-end scumbags and me, we are literally the same exact people. We are cut from the same cloth. Only difference is they're super ultra successful, and I'm a good-for-nothing mutt. Let's be real. That's just what I am. I haven't developed. I haven't scammed enough. I haven't gotten the powers. I don't have the juice. So the difference between them and me is basically the social proof. When you go to my Instagram, you don't see a Lambo or a G-Wagon. You don't see the women around. You don't see the nice houses and the expensive watches. You don't see any of that stuff. And I thought I can rely on YouTube for that, but, I could be kicked off this platform tomorrow. Who knows? These people will see me, they find out about my content, and kick me out like a dog out in the streets. So the best way is, look, I'm just going to say it. I have to go into the sex industry. And to be successful in the sex industry, all you basically need is the mindset, which I already have. Scumbag, deceiver, liar. And you need about a $2,000 Sony camera, which, I'll put it on my credit card or some shit. I don't know. And that's about it. And then you go around in the hood and you find a pretty little lady, one of these girls that is down and out on her luck. Maybe the dad left. Family just isn't there. No structure. And you tell her, hey, listen, I'm a photographer in town and you really caught my eye. Have you modeled before? No. Well, how about I take some free photographs for your Instagram and I'm trying to build my portfolio. They're going to love it. As soon as I take a couple pictures, set up a photo shoot, I pay some Indian kid to edit the pictures for $5. She's going to be extremely impressed. Post them up on her Instagram. All of a sudden, since the quality of her pictures have gotten up and the pictures become more and more promiscuous, her following starts growing and growing and growing. Listen to what I'm saying, because this is course level type of information. If I had the clout, this stuff that I'm telling you, I would charge at least 15 grand for an hour conversation, just telling you what I'm telling you now for free. So you build her Instagram, the DMs are going to start flooding in. We're going to ignore these guys, okay? Because we're looking at big picture stuff. No time to fall in love at this moment. So we're going to build the Instagram. Then we're going to open up a YouTube account. And she's going to start trying on bikinis, doing stretch videos. Hey guys, so stretching is extremely important. I do a routine every single morning to avoid injury. Remember, I'm recording this stuff with this super high-end Sony camera. So we're capturing every crease and every crevice in this young lady's body. And the sweaty hand dogs on YouTube are loving the content. As soon as she gets 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, because remember, this is another thing. People think that you need millions upon millions of subscribers and viewers. That's not the case, especially when it comes to women. When we notice that we have about 1,000 loyal subscribers on YouTube that comment every single time. They love this lady to death. That's when we drop the OnlyFans account. Remember, 1,000 guys loyal. Think about 1,000-man army of horny, desperate, chubby, sweaty hand, dirty feet, messy room, having warriors behind you. You can literally conquer the world. If a girl has 1,000 guys loyal to her on her OnlyFans, that pretty much guarantees a 6-figure a year salary. 2,000? Now we're talking about G-Wagons. 3,000? Okay, now we're talking about moving a Brickell in Miami into a nice, beautiful apartment. Now, I'm going to be managing these girls, so I'm going to have to take 50% of the cut. And I may be driving their G-Wagons. And I may be living in their apartments. Remember, this is all just for me to build my brand and to get attention on Instagram. So I can charge $25,000 to teach you this information on a phone call for 30 minutes. But at the same time, I'm doing all the work. When these girls have mental breakdowns because they've been ostracized from their family, I'm the one that has to sit them down. When they get a mean comment on Instagram, you're fat and ugly, you have cellulite, I have to sit them down and say, you're not ugly, you're cute. What do you mean you're fat? Look at you, you're beautiful. No, I'm not. Somebody call me fat. That guy's a loser. He's jealous because you don't give him attention. Look at your G-Wagon. Look at this apartment. I'm going to use the experience I got from this year of talking to lunatics and use it on these females. And it's just basic. I'm just doing this for a while because this is unethical stuff. Everybody knows this is unethical, mean. But it's the price that I have to pay to get to David Goggins and to be like Wes Watson. It's the price that I have to pay. Wes Watson went to prison. The guy was boofing stuff up his ass and walking around prison and then shitting it out. And then like when the guards will come, he'll eat it again with shit on it. I'm not doing that type of stuff. I'm doing stuff that's a little bit more acceptable. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a lunatic. I'm just a scammer trying to get ahead in life. And look, man, it is what it is. When I get enough money, enough clout, and enough attention, I'll quit the OnlyFans. I'll tell these girls, listen, you girls are on your own. I quit. This is degenerate stuff. Because all I really want is $5.5 million, and that's it. That way, that'll give me the freedom to go to Thailand or somewhere and just eat coconuts and eat mangoes and train Muay Thai. I want to walk in the woods. Think about this. Think about the freedom of walking in the woods and no one's around and you just shit in the woods like a bear. Think about the freedom. And then you sunbathe and you ground. Your feet touch the soil and connect with the earth and you go on the beach. Just be energized. That's literally all I want. I don't want the Ferrari. I don't want the nice houses. I don't want any of that stuff. I'm a simple guy. Anyways, if you guys could just find it in your heart, just send some money my way. I'm down bad, man. I'm down really bad. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Kiss my ass and suck my